shout out to Jalen Carter, who's out there in the community doing great work. And did you know the Jets just cut Michael Carter? And get this, Cowboy fans, Cowboy players always overrating themselves, and they can't wait to tell you about it. Guess who now is saying they are the best at their position? Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. You know what? I appreciate Jalen Carter so much. This could be the Jalen Carter appreciation video because I love the guy. He is out there doing great work in the community, and it should be acknowledged instead of all the negative bullcrap that we've got to hear. Michael Carter cut by the Jets. Do the Eagles want another running back? And oh, guess who's saying they're the best at their position? Unbelievable with these Cowboy players. Every day they give you some more ammunition. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, the most throttled Eagles content creator in all of the internet. If you've been subscribed for a while, I just want to thank you so much for all the support you give to me. Now, we do have some Eagles roster moves happening today. Justin Evans, the 21-day practice window has been activated for him. I like Justin Evans. I do. I just think he's got to stay healthy. When he gets a chance to play and he's on the field, he doesn't do a bad job. And then we talked about Noah Tagai having a visit yesterday. The Eagles signed him as well as offensive lineman Leclitis, Smith to the practice squad. Why do I even bother? Why? Clitorius Smith. Why do I even bother? Released tight end E.J. Jenkins from the practice squad. I don't even know why I bother. But anyway, so those are the roster moves for the Eagles today. Now, what's interesting is Michael Carter has been released by the Jets. Now, listen, Michael Carter's, I think he's 5'10", 5'9", something like that, 200 pounds. Not the biggest running back in the league, but he was a fourth-round pick by the Jets. A lot of Jet fans are quite shocked. He hasn't really done much this year. 8 carries, 38 yards, 4.8 yards an average. He was supposed to back up Breece Hall, but when they got Dalvin Cook, he kind of went to the third-string running back. I'm not saying the Eagles should go out and get him. I'm not saying any of that, but it's an option if they decide they want another running back. I prefer that the Eagles would actually just use Rashad Penny and give him a chance. I think we would be fine. But Michael Carter is an interesting name because I have heard in the past that the Eagles do like that kid. So would that be somebody that they would consider bringing in to add depth at the running back position? Not saying it's going to happen. It's just something that we have to keep in mind, okay? Just got to keep it in mind. But it's another interesting guy getting released from a team. The Jets said they want to make changes in their offense. Well, they go out and then they do it with what? They do it with a guy who doesn't barely play. Well, who cares about the Jets, right? Who cares about the Jets? Now, I want to talk about Jalen Carter, okay? We're going to talk about Jalen Carter here because Jalen Carter is doing great things, okay? He's out there doing really good things, and we need to talk about it. You know, so much times we hear negative things about these guys and these players, and it just kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. You know, it just does. You know, but I don't know that many people know that today Jalen Carter is hosting a Thanksgiving meal service for the Boys Girls Club, okay? He's out there in the city hosting a Thanksgiving dinner for kids, okay? I think that is a tremendous act. I like to see that he's out there in the community. And I think so many times we focus on the negatives with these guys and the bad things and things that are so insignificant, you know, but we don't talk about the good things that they do in the community. Jalen Carter's hosting a Thanksgiving dinner for unfortunate kids, and I think that's a great thing for Jalen Carter to be doing. Now, why do I want to bring that up? I'll be quite honest with you. Because there was a negative report that came out last night about Jalen Carter. And although it didn't seem to gain traction because it's the stupidest report in the world, let's face it, it's still out there trying to make Jalen Carter look bad, trying to make him look like there's something wrong with him when there's nothing wrong with him. Jeff Nadeau, okay? Now, many of you guys, you might or might not know who Jeff Nadeau is. I know Jeff Nadeau because I watch a lot of mob stuff, okay? And I wasn't even going to talk about this, and I said that in my channel membership video. I wasn't even going to talk about it, but it just gets on my nerves. It just aggravates me. Then I get DMs of people sending me the link to what this guy said about Jalen Carter, and it just makes me more aggravated. So I have to get it out of my system. Like, YouTube is my psychiatrist, and I have to get it out. Otherwise, I hold it all in and I explode. Pause. But Jeff Nadeau, and I'm not going to post his video because I don't frankly know if he would want me to post this. I don't want to get in trouble. But Jeff Nadeau went on Twitter last night and he talked about Jalen Carter, and it said, breaking alleged shoplifting incident involving Eagles player Jalen Carter in Center City, Philadelphia. It was not an alleged shoplifting. It wasn't shoplifting. What happened, if this is even true, we don't even know. But what happened was that Jalen Carter was shopping at a store with somebody. They were going through one of those, the do-it-yourself scanners. Some things didn't get scanned, or the person who was doing the scanner, the girl, she maybe by accident didn't scan it. Listen, I've had issues with those self-scan things, man, where they haven't scanned things. This shit has happened to me before. But, he thought whatever was in the bag was done, and he was taking it to the car, and I guess some of the stuff didn't get scanned properly. And the security came over to him and talked to him, and he got a little mouthy with them. And then apparently what they'll say is that they called the Eagles and then talked, and then they let him go, and there was nothing to it. There's nothing to this. This is my point. This is an incident that had nothing to do with anything, didn't have anything. And here's a guy out there helping feed kids, giving them Thanksgiving dinner, and people are trying to put stuff up about him being not knowing something was scanned or not making a mistake in a shopping line. I have literally had that happen where I thought I scanned something and it didn't scan in. I've had it where I've gone to my car and looked at the receipt and seen that I double charged myself stuff. Those things don't work. They suck. That's why I don't use them anymore. I just go online because I don't want to deal with that crap. Okay? But to try to make an incident is bullcrap. And the guy who did it, I know who he is because he does mob stuff. He primarily does mob stuff. He loves to talk to the rats and tell the rats to come on there and tell their story and lie. He talks to the rats. He talks about mob stuff. He doesn't do necessarily a bad job on some of the mob stuff, but, he talks to rats. And I think he was with Barstool, and I think he does maybe some sports also, but it's a meaningless argument. It had nothing to do with anything. And I really wish, and it just gets on my nerves, I just really wish we'd focus on some of the good things these guys do. Guys feeding kids Thanksgiving dinners, and people are talking about a mistake in a line shopping, even if that even happened. But you don't hear anything else about it, so it couldn't have been a big deal, but they try to make it a big deal. Shout out to Jalen Carter, out there in the community doing God's work, man. Feeding kids is a good thing. All right, now speaking of a good thing, I'm going to talk about A.J. Brown for a second. A.J. Brown is the best wide receiver in football. In football. There's no question about it. I don't even know why this would even be a debate, but it looks like it's going to have to be, because CeeDee Lamb goes out, he has a few good games, and all of a sudden he's telling everybody, I'm the best wide receiver in the National Football League. I'm the best wide receiver in the National Football League. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? I don't think so. Maybe you're the best slot wide receiver in football, but the best wide receiver is A.J. Brown. Over 1,000 yards already, okay? I think it's so funny that Dallas Cowboy fans, and especially the players, they buy into stuff so quick about how great they are. Dak Prescott plays a decent game versus the Eagles, except for at the end when it counted. All of a sudden, he's an MVP candidate. He goes out and beats who? The Giants. Big mother humping deal. Beat the Giants. Oh, MVP. He's an MVP candidate. And then you got Jalen Hurts. He's on one knee. He can't get up. He's trying to pick himself off the ground in the second quarter. He's limping. He got one leg. He goes out there, comes out in the third quarter. Herculean effort. A big-ass balls effort. Carries the team with one leg on his back. Wins that game. But they want to give credit to the guy that loses. Now, you have CeeDee Lamb, who can't wait to come out and say, oh, I'm the greatest wide receiver in the game, and it's not even close. What are you talking about? A.J. Brown just did 6 games, set an NFL record, 125-plus receiving yards a game. And you know what? People talk about A.J. Brown having a conversation with Jalen Hurts. Oh, we got to trade him, get rid of him, all this stuff. You don't see A.J. Brown going, I'm the best receiver in the game, and nobody can even discuss it. I'm the best there is. It's not even a question. A.J. Brown never said that. What does A.J. Brown say? I'm blessed. Thank God. You know what I mean? But somehow, he's a prima donna. Get the hell out of here, man. I'm so sick of the Cowboys. They everything that wears that stupid satanic star is like 10 to 15% better than what it really is. Okay? CeeDee Lamb's a good receiver, not taken away from him. But just because you have a few good games, you want to tell everybody you're the greatest receiver in the league? Get the hell out of here. A.J. Brown's got you beat. He's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger, and he can do it all. That's just the way it is. You know what? I'm getting frustrated today. Yeah, I'm just frustrated. All right, I feel better now. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision, baby. We're all just living in it. Oh, guess what? The Cowboys jockstrap cleaner guy just came out and said, I am the best jockstrap cleaner in the National Football League. How about that? Oh, look, another story. Oh, look. Cowboys water boy is the best water boy in the National Football League because his water is always cold. Oh, look at that. The best athlete foot cure in the National Football League is in Dallas because he just said so. They think they're best at everything. They stink. Denzel Washington out.